Jackson Halink. I originally grew up an hour and a half west of here, but I happen to call Madison, Wisconsin my hometown. The name is Drackenberg Cigar Bar here in Maple Bluff, Wisconsin, which is surrounded by Madison, the capital. I've been here 4 years in July, and we're able to keep having cigars and pipes and enjoying smoking inside. One of the fortunate people. Part-time jobs in cigar shops and friends that smoke cigars. I was always the little son of a gun that brought the Swisher Sweets to the high school party. And I've enjoyed cigars, much better cigars, since then. No offense to Swisher Sweets, they were fine, fine stuff. I understand completely. I was in Europe in September, and you could smoke any place, anything, anywhere you wanted. Not me. You can smoke cigars and tobacco products any place, anywhere, and enjoy it. And no one would look down on you. Madison, you get stared at, frowned at, gestured at, just for smoking a cigar in your car. You certainly can't smoke a cigar around the farmer's market downtown. But amongst our fraternity of cigar shops and cigar bars, it's always very welcoming. It's gotten worse, certainly very much worse. That's so unfortunate. I don't understand it all. They use some lies and stories to get things passed, and they're continuing to do so, just make it tougher on smokers. People that enjoy a good cigar, they still don't understand that people don't inhale cigars. They just think it's the devil's weed. Well, maybe it is, but, well, you gotta dance with the devil sometimes. I have some fine hearty porters and stouts on tap or in bottle or can. Also great scotches and full flavored bourbons and ryes. Sazerac rye, Bullet rye are both very, very popular. Bullet bourbon, Maker's Mark bourbon, to name a couple others. Blanton's, Woodford Reserve, just great horse racing, stronger, full flavored scotches like Glenmorangie, Quinta Robin, and regular Glenmorangie 10-year. Macallan, of course, 12. Glenrothes is an outstanding scotch to enjoy with a cigar, and it's so often overlooked. It's true, our German Norwegian heritage, it's beer, ale, maybe some shots of whiskey, or German liqueurs. But the Cuban and South American influence is certainly moving north. The mojitos have become so popular, and even more so than a mint julep. We'll have mojito days now. Someone will bring mint in, someone will bring a bottle of good rum, and we'll mix it up from my stocks and just sit here, rest, relax, and enjoy. And the old cocktail books, there's a huge movement with craft cocktails nowadays, and it's finally getting to the Midwest. And I was doing some of the stuff that they're doing now back in the 80s and early 90s, which is kind of funny to me. It's like, well, yeah, I'm doing that before, but it's very, very popular where you're making and spicing your own vodkas and gins and tequilas and rums. It's coming to a head again. It's very, very nice. First of all, they want to say, well, isn't that Canada? It's like, no, it's not. We're in the United States. And why do you live there? It's got to be cold, really cold. Say, yeah, but it keeps the riffraff out. I'd say they've hit a nice plateau. Pipe smoking is gaining in popularity, which is nice to see also. After it really went downhill to nothing in the 80s and 90s. There's no one smoking pipes. And now with the rise in tobacco usage, specifically cigars, and maybe some flavored cigars, it's got people interested in pipe smoking again. Very, very nice. Certainly welcome here as always. I have some pipe tobacco for people to sample. I have a collection of some 300 pipes. Yes. But to enjoy a nice cigar, people travel here on business or to visit the university. They make a special trip out to the cigar bars. And I get calls every week. It's like, how do I get there? Or they saw me online, or they saw my Facebook page, or they talked to someone who had been here. It's very, very nice. I certainly enjoy a Nicaraguan cigar, tobacco in Nicaragua, whether it's Perdomo or Iva, are two of my favorites. I certainly smoked some Rocky Patels also. And paired with, like I said, a nice craft beer, a porter, ESB, a double IPA, something hearty that'll stand up to them. I smoke a full flavors. Great Honduran products. El Rey del Mundo have been favorites of mine from day one. That was the first box of cigars I ever bought. Was an El Rey del Mundo. And they're a little milder, but on par with the Nicaraguan tobaccos. And what can't you drink with it? You know, the rye whiskeys, a nice medium flavored scotch, not too strong. Now Ardbeg can stand up to anything, and Talisker, and Lefroy, heavy smoke. It seems like when you're smoking a strong cigar, they overpower each other, and they don't mix so well. So I'll go with a medium scotch. Not your light ones like Glenlivet or Glenfiddich. The Glenlivet, like 15 years, that's fine. The sherry cask, very fine. Or even a 12-year-old Canadian whiskey, like Canadian Club or Gibson. We're going to do a Bacardi Oak Heart drip, much like an absinthe drip. We're using Bacardi Oak Heart rum, sugar, and lemon, and diluted with water. Trowel, Cuban sugar, Oak Heart, going through it. Flame the cube. Let it caramelize. And then start the drip. Nobody goes up here to have that. It doesn't change color like an absinthe. Stir dissolve. Add a wedge of lemon. Cheers. Next cocktail is from the late 30s. Inspired by Charles Baker. Found it in the Hotel Nacional in Havana, Cuba. And since it's a vintage cocktail, we use vintage glasses and a vintage cocktail shaker from that same time. Cocktail glass is chilling. Ice, the shaker. And a couple shakers of rum. Plenty of pineapple juice. 2 wedges of fresh squeezed lime juice. And just a teaspoon of apricot brandy.